Thank you. Very sweaty. And so I want to talk about this topic today. It's kind of heavy, isn't it? Right? I'm jealous, and how to not be jealous. I think it's a hey guys. I think it's a topic that is nobody quite talks about. I guess it's it exists, but I think we kind of talk about it sometimes between good friends, and quite frankly, I have it. I have it too. So I'm kind of speaking from experience. What's the issue though? What's the issue? I mean, being jealous. I mean, that's kind of normal, isn't it? Right? Kind of jealous, and what's the big deal? Well, I guess it comes from a bit of a comparison. It comes from a bit of they're better, and when we feel jealous, it's a bit of a negative, isn't it? We feel negative about them, about other people, about people better than us, or all that kind of stuff. So I feel lack of something because they have something and I have lack of something. So it's it's a not so good feeling, right? It's a not so good feeling. So I mean, there are many forms of jealousy, I guess. If a guy's talking to Casey, I get a little bit jealous too, right? So I think that's just that's just me, I guess, huh? So anyway, I noticed this of myself, and of course, in conversation with people, it's evident, and of course, even in social media, Facebook, I think it's quite common, and it becomes a kind of a bit of a comparison, and it tends to leak into a kind of a negative kind of vibe all around social media, because when we see certain things that other people have, and we see more of it now because of social media, we kind of have that feeling, how come like that, how come he's so lucky, or and we tend to have that feeling. And I'm not saying that, hey, I'm not saying any one of you have it. I'm just saying that, I have it, and I think that it can be part of human nature that we have those kind of feelings, isn't it, right? So I'm going to share a bit about how I resolve jealousy, or how I kind of try to do my best to eliminate this feeling of jealousy for myself, and see if it kind of gives you a different perspective, and so I have 5 ways of looking at something, and to kind of remind myself to don't be jealous, right? Don't be jealous. Okay, so the first one I see is, now again, I'm not covering all, I'm just, whatever came to mind, I'm just going to talk about whatever comes to mind that I feel kind of cause me to feel jealous. So I think the first one is whenever I see something or someone who has something better than me, or has achieved greater results than me, of course originally is, how come like that, and so the first things I do is now I look at it as an inspiration. So I look at inspiration and say, wow, I'm inspired by their example. So I'm inspired by their effort. I'm inspired by the result they create. So I kind of change my point of view to look at things in an inspired way. Remember in my previous videos, I kind of said that I'm very easily inspired. So that's kind of one of the ways I kind of look at things. I'm very easily inspired by whatever good thing out there. So look at it as an inspiration. Number 2 is, I look at it as an example, like wow, it can be done. There are people who can actually achieve it. There are people who can live that kind of lifestyle. There are people who can create that kind of quality of life. So, and of course there, internet, if there's anything on internet, yeah, there are some fake ones, yes there are. But if you look at some people who live their lives consistently, hey guys, who live their lives consistently, then you kind of say that there's some sincerity in that, right? So I look at it as an example that it's possible, something possible. the third one is motivation. So, constantly I try to improve, guys. Constantly I try to improve. I try to, better myself. I try to, So when I see people who have better, who do better, who achieve better, it becomes a motivation. So the third thing I look at it as a motivation. It motivates me to do more. It motivates me to want to work harder. It motivates me to go and look for a solution. It looks so I look at whatever result people achieve. First one as inspiration, second as an example, and third as a motivation. And the fourth way of how I look at something is sometimes, if you know what they're doing, you can explain what they're doing, and you can understand what they're doing, you can probably say, okay, they did this, and they achieved that result with enough hard work and stuff. But sometimes there are things where, it's impossible for me to achieve, but it's possible for them to achieve, right? And sometimes it's unexplainable, right? And when it's unexplainable, the tendency for me is like, oh, that's impossible, man. What the? Oh, that's like, what? So, and I say, well, that's luck, man. And sometimes we kind of blame things on luck, isn't it? So I, about, maybe 5, 6, 7, 10 years ago, I kind of, saw, and then I kind of started to appreciate the word blessings, right? Blessings. And I'm using the word a lot now, And so when I see something that, of course, is unattainable by me, but definitely attained by them, and I can't explain it, and I'm not saying that, hey, they're lucky, but, I use the word blessed, and I say, well, they're blessed. Oh, they're blessed, And I think I kind of have that feeling because, we had one, for about 14 years, we had one child, Jay, and then we had, the other two. So for the long period of time, I was trying, and of course, there's disappointment. There's also, challenges there and there. So whenever I see people with kids, I say, oh, blessed, because we try so hard, and we see people like, wow, just have kids like that, and wow, they're blessed. And so that's how I see that, not as a form of, oh, how come like that we don't have, but as they're blessed, and there's no explanation by that, right? So when I use the word blessed, I don't have to explain it, I don't have to compare about it, it's just they had miracles happen, right? They're blessed. So fourth one. And then the fifth one is, I believe that one of the fundamental ways to feel good for other people, right? And that's the point, right? Jealousy is sometimes like, how come you have and you feel you lack of? But the opposite is to feel good for other people, right? So one of the fifth ones is very fundamental. That means that we can feel happy for other people, that they achieve what they achieve, and we have yet to achieve it, or we don't have it. And to explain that, other than blessing, is the word abundance. It's kind of tough to explain. But I believe that if you believe in abundance, that there is enough of everything, there is more of it, and there is enough for you, and there is enough for them. Wow, good for them, good job, And if you believe in abundance, it will come to you too, because you believe in abundance. There's more than enough. So because the feeling of jealousy is almost like, oh, they have something and I don't have it. I'm not happy that I don't have it and they have it. But if you believe in abundance, then what they have, you will have, right? Of course, if you work hard, you're in the right vehicle, you do the right things, and you do what they do, then yeah, you do that, right? So abundance is key. So having a fundamental belief in abundance will probably unlock the key to you feeling positive for other people to achieve it, right? I think there's a lot more. Like maybe one of the things is, and ultimately I feel that grateful. Is that in a world where we talk a lot about individualism, we talk a lot about privacy, we talk a lot about and then there's also another conversation that they only post positive stuff on Facebook, and it's all about likes and comments and stuff like that. And I believe and I understand that it's true too. But I think there are good people out there, and there are things where people post that inspire others, right? So I'm just grateful that there are people who who do positive things, who post inspiring things, not so much as, hey, look at me, I have this, but to really say that, hey, it took hard work to do this, and that with the right vehicle, you can achieve that too. I think we should not just blame those that, post only good stuff and say, well, that's good stuff, you haven't seen the bad stuff. I mean, if you have that conversation, you're just hoping that there's bad stuff that happened to them, isn't it? Because you can't believe that there's all positive stuff. But it doesn't matter because they post what they post, and it probably isn't our right to say that there's something negative behind what they post, right? Because that we're thinking jealousy and we're thinking negativity towards them, isn't it? So, just be happy with what people post and absorb what people give you as what it means, and it's a message, it's inspiring, and we take it as inspiring, as an example, as motivation, and yeah, they're truly blessed, and that if I believe in abundance, then hey, one day it will happen to me too, right? So I'm grateful that there are people out there who share their lives, who share their experiences, their wisdom, and how they see the world, and how they encourage us to see the world with courage. How they, sometimes it's a bit of a push, isn't it? It's like, well, you keep posting this stuff, but I feel that it's not, you don't just post one time. You got to post it consistently, and I think consistency shows people that you're a person with integrity. That it's not just a one-off. It's a consistent effort that produces consistent results. So I understand. There are people who just post once and that's it. But look at the people who post consistently, because through consistency you can see who their true self is, isn't it? And they say that you can fool people one time, you can fool people many, many times, isn't it? Right? So in the same sense as if you're consistent, then you want to be consistent throughout. Now, anyway, the topic today was about jealousy and how to stop being jealous and ways. So those are my ways of how I kind of make myself see things in a different perspective, so that I can reduce that negative feeling or that comparative feeling, or that I am lack and they have everything, I don't have anything. And the thing is, if I just do those 5 things, and also I got to work hard as well. I mean, I can't just say, how come I don't have it? And Willing says if I wait long enough, I'll have it. No, you gotta work hard at everything. You gotta, find the right vehicle. You gotta, be with the right people. You gotta make the right decisions, or have the courage to make decisions, and work hard and persist. And then those things will come to you. And I definitely believe that. All right. So anyway, that's my sharing today about jealousy. And I hope it helps. I hope it gives you a perspective of ways to kind of reduce it, because jealousy is not only a feeling that I feel negative about. I think it's a toxin. It's toxic. It's kind of cancerous. It's kind of feeding the negativity inside us it kind of emphasizes what is bad in us. It kind of is a catalyst to negativity in us. So I think that if we kind of reduce jealousy, we can, feel better, feel better for them. Good job, fantastic. And say, hey, you know what? I'm not that far away to myself. And, and if I do the right thing, I'll get there one day. And again, it may not be the same results. It may not be the same achievement. It could be some other areas as well. So it doesn't really matter. But what I want to say is, the other thing I want to say was that, be happy for other people. Be happy for them results. I think if we're happy for other people, and when one day when it happens to you, people will be happy for you as well. All right. So anyway, be happy of other people's achievements. That's just the best thing to do. Encourage, clap hands, and give them a good like. All right. If this message makes sense to you and your friends who may connect with this information or is insightful, please share with them and follow and give me a like as well, and tell me how does this help you, or what ways do you have to kind of eliminate jealousy from your life. It wasn't easy for me, I can tell you that, really, and but when you look at it as a challenge, you look at it as a way to improve yourself, and again, I have kids around, so I do want to play a good role model for them and teach them how to look at jealousy in a more positive way. All right, so I'll see you in a couple of days, and it's about to rain now, so I'll see you in the next video. All right, thanks guys. Hi guys. Let me know if it makes sense, okay? Really love to listen to your feedback as well. All right, take care now. Bye-bye.